Hey guys, so we are back into ATS and we'll be in ETS in a little bit. So we're doing something a little different today, as you know from the title. We're looking at hidden roads. So my favorite way of doing hidden roads is to use this pickup truck. This is a paid mod that I use. Um, it's a pretty nice little truck and it has a hot shot package, which I might do a series on, do a little hot shotting. But anyways, that's not why we're here. So we're here because of hidden roads. So I already drove over to this little rest stop here and had to open it up anyways and open the road to it. So it was kind of a benefit. And there's a hidden road just past here. And we're going to go over and check out the hidden road, kind of how that works. So I'm going to do is jump back in the truck and get this thing fired back up. Traffic's still on, so I kind of gotta watch for that. So the hidden road is just to the right when I leave here. And as you can see on my map, there's no other road other than just turning right. Matter of fact, before we even take off, we pull up the map here. I mean, there's no roads anywhere off of here until you get down this way. So, but there's a hidden road roughly about here from what I looked at on a site that I use. And we'll talk more about that site later. That's more spoilers and stuff. So it works basically the same way in ATS and ETS. There's not a whole lot of differences other than the fact they're in different countries. It all works pretty well the same. So when you're riding along, you notice that you'll have roads if you have the blockers turned on, and you can't turn down that road, or it'll have a gate there or something like that. Well, as you can see here, this is the one I was talking about. It has no gate here or anything. So as we turn into here, I'm just going to kind of go in here slow. You'll see it start to spawn on the map, and in the middle of my screen, it'll say new road or new passage. So it does new passage, map updated, and then now on my map, you can see the dotted lines a little bit. So you got to kind of ride down this road. Now, some of these are rough. A lot of times I set the cruise at about 20 and just kind of ride along. Just kind of varies upon the road or what I'm looking at. So obviously we can't turn here because them two guys got it blocked. So that's part of the way the game is built. What's cool about this, like I have that outdoor cam, so we can pop into that and we can get an outside view of, you know, riding around through here, and I can look around as I've shown before. I can take a look around here and just kind of see what all they've done. This is kind of a neat little camera. But we're going to go back inside because, as you can see, the map is still updating. We're just going to ride down through here. Sometimes these roads are scenic. Has some neat views, like right here they're doing some logging and stuff like that. Other times they're just shortcuts, and I've actually got one saved. Oh, don't want to do that. I'm trying to set my cruise here, but sometimes they're just nice little shortcuts. That'll just save you a little bit of time, and it varies upon where you're at, so keep an eye out for these roads. And like I said, at the end of the video, I'm going to show the sites that I use, and provide links in the description for, you know, where I go and how I find this stuff. So obviously that road just goes down into there, the house, so we know we can't go that way. Just got to be kind of mindful. Sometimes there'll be hidden blockers through here, and you may not see them. You'll try to turn down a little drive to see if that's something extra, but typically on the map, it'll, if you come up to an intersection and it splits and you can go either way on the hidden routes, it'll usually show both of them, but not always. As you can see, this brought us right back out to the highway here. I think this is US 160 we were riding on a minute ago, and this is the end of it. Some of these are very short. They might, like I said, just a shortcut to get somewhere, and then other ones might be fairly long and lengthy. So apologize if you hear any background noise. Mom's in the kitchen. And now we're back on the road here, and you can kind of see on the map there that we discovered all that. It's not a shortcut for sure. It's definitely scenic. So it is pretty nice. But I enjoy doing these hidden roads. I usually try to grab them in the pickup. That way I can just kind of cruise along and just kind of enjoy the sights and look around. Sometimes the routes can get pretty rough if you've got a trailer on. So just be mindful of that. Sometimes it's better if you got a pickup or you can take, because sometimes them trails are pretty rugged, or if you've got a um, just a decent little rig, you know, it can be a single axle, you know, day cab or something like that. You can have just specifically just to go do some of that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much all that is to that, guys. So I'm going to park this truck somewhere. I was hoping for easier parking than that, but we'll do us back over this way. This loops all around. All right, nothing back here. Might be a good place to park though, out of the way. We're gonna park this, and then we're gonna switch over to ETS. Now we got the same truck over there as well. It's the download. There's two different downloads for this truck, and one's for ATS and one's for ETS2. So yeah, we're just gonna park right here. We're out of the way. Shut our motor off, and I'll see you here in a few minutes after I get ETS fired up. Alright guys, so we're back over in ETS. I've got this, like I said, the same truck. This is built a little different. It's a dually, uh, and different colors, stuff like that. For, you know, have something a little bit different on each one. And anyhow, excuse me. So we're right around the corner from a road. It should be just right up here at this next turn, actually. I do have traffic turned off in this game in ETS2. I'm still experiencing a lot of latency or frame rate issues. Like currently I'm getting 60, but there's times it will stutter like crazy. So if it does, I apologize. There's really nothing I can do about it right now. I've been trying to tweak settings. And I know the audio on this one is going to be different than the last audio. Oh, cool. Did it on the bike. So anyhow, after all that, let's jump back in here. And we'll cruise up here. And as you notice, I'm running in automatic mode. So it makes kind of sense that this truck would be an automatic. This year model didn't come with manual mode. But this here is not really a shortcut either, but it's a little bit of a scenic route, but it'll do the same thing as we pull through here. So I'm just going slow to let it kind of pop in. Sometimes it doesn't pop up until there it goes. So now it shows going over there. Now the other benefit with these hidden roads, other than just being able to look around at some of the scenery here, is sometimes on these hidden roads there will be usually viewpoints over here, and it'll be hidden viewpoints. You won't be able to see them until you're here or you're right by it. But there's a benefit of that. I haven't seen any photo trophies, but heck, I wouldn't put it past them. You know, so there is a hidden spot in Arizona that is a racetrack, and you don't see the fuel stop and the I think it's a service shop or repair shop. You don't see any of that until you're there. So I'm not sure. I'll open this up. Oh, cool. I opened all this up. So it's just a ferry port right here. So we're going to go this way. I don't know if we're going the wrong way or not. We're going to go this way. We're just going to cruise over to this gas station here. We're not going to get too excited here. We're just going to come over here and park out of the way. I try not to park on actual parking triggers when I'm in and out of game. Right here looks pretty good. I'll just block the car wash. So, all right, guys. So that's pretty much it. This here. The next segment is going to be kind of a spoiler. So it's up to you if you want to continue watching the spoiler side of it or not. But I'll be displaying the websites that I use to find these hidden roads. Now I do find them by accident at times too, so I keep my eye out for them. But, it's one of those things to think about, you know. But anyways, guys, in case y'all don't watch the rest of the other video, I appreciate y'all joining along, and I'll catch you later. If not, if you're going to watch the rest, enjoy the next segment. Okay, guys, so now we're over on my desktop. Right now you're seeing just a blank image. This section is going to contain the spoilers. So if you're wanting to be able to find these hidden roads in both ATS and ETS2 on your own, I would recommend you kind of skip through or whatever. This is pretty much the tail end of the video. So I just kind of want to put that disclaimer there in case you didn't want to know where these are or how to get to them. So anyhow, I'm going to pull up my Google Chrome here, and here's the Alamosa that we were starting with over in ATS, and it gives you a general description. Sometimes it'll have up here like if it's got an achievement. The discovery is basically who pretty much contributed to this. A lot of people comment and say, hey, there's a hidden road here or there. It'll give you kind of a breakdown of how to get there, and what to look for. And these pictures are also clickable, so you can actually click them and get an aerial view of kind of the direction you're going. It's down this road that we went on, and it'll give you a map down here in the bottom corner. I usually put this on my other monitor when I'm trucking, if I want to find these hidden roads, like this. So on some of them, and I have a different tab pulled up for this, they'll have what they call actual spoilers, which I think this whole thing is kind of a spoiler, but this has also got an achievement tied to it for can you keep a secret in the Wheat State Explorer. It's markable, and it gives you some more information. It even gives you a link to this guy's or this person's guide, which I think is actually the same person that does this here, but they talk about all the achievements that are related partially with this. So for this here, you got to hover over this. And if you want to click that picture, you got to be kind of quick and move over that picture and click on it. And then you can click the picture and you can look at it. And I did these here just not too long ago for the second time since that computer crash issue. But it gives you some pictures, And then for the ATS side, so the ATS side, before we get into that, this is broken down to 4 sections. They have a Canada one, which is pretty much empty. And then they have basically a Midwest, a West, and a South currently. And then if you go look at the ETS too, theirs is all mixed into one. I believe it's like 112 hidden roads. So you kind of have to hover around and move around. And these are the countries on the right. And then you just kind of have to scroll through it. So here's the one in Amsterdam that we went up and found and cruised on earlier. So pretty much that's it, guys. Just wanted to kind of show those to you. I'll put links down in the description for these, for all current 3. I'm not going to put the 4th one. You'll be able to find it later when Canada gets released. But and then I'll also include the ETS one. So that'll be it for this video, guys. Y'all have a good one. I'll see ya.